Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 4 with another team adventure. Well, we're actually supposed to be on Lego Island doing this stuff. However, Forza was broken, so we're back on the mainland because this was the only way we could get the convoy to work. We're starting off with, well, we've got some A-class cars. We're going to be doing cross-country and off-road only events. So vehicles have got to be fairly good on the on the rough stuff. I've built something completely different for this. I've never run the Mercedes. I've seen it be sometimes used very effectively. I'm curious to know whether my version is going to be any good or not. It isn't a diesel anymore. It has a big twin-turbo V8 shoved in it, 600 odd horsepower. It's going to be lighter than some of the really big SUVs. It does still have the off-road racing tyres, which is part of the reason why I picked it. While being lighter than the SUVs, it does have the big tyres. Colorado's had a issue on the bumps, bounced around a little bit. I'm hoping it's going to be good. It does not quite have the grip that I would perhaps hope in all of this. We shall have to wait and see, though. This is a different sort of track to the kind of normal ones that we see. Now, the castle, you've got to be careful with the jump that we're coming up to here, as we see a whole load of vehicles go soaring through the air at funny angles. I don't want to be up on the higher path there. You will lose time on the landing, so we will avoid that one if at all possible. Well, this is actually the battle for second. Okay, that's cool. Up ahead, the leader is long gone at the moment. I don't know what they're driving. However, we are not so far away from a big battle over second place. There's been some missed checkpoints already, unsurprising, around this circuit. And cross-country events, we are perhaps likely to see a few more missed checkpoints than we might normally. The tracks we perhaps don't know as well, and bumps and jumps and crests, and there's all sorts of things that can throw you off. My vehicle, downside to this, I've just realised, is all of the guff on the roof does make it a smidge more difficult to see where the hell you are going and where checkpoints are, which is probably not the best thing in the world. That was mega close. We got it, and I got a nice line through the corner because I was a little bit of a lunatic in cutting that one as fine as possible. It's all good, it's all fine. It is working. Oh, turned in too soon. Okay, I am beginning to regret my decision of this car. I might actually have to go to a inboard camera because it's actually really annoying. See, I built the car, played around with it, I thought, oh, this feels alright to drive. I didn't really think about having to get checkpoints and stuff. I'll go to I used to race on bonnet fuel. Why do we not have a mirror anymore at the top? That'd be so much more useful. I feel like you should always have the mirrors up at the top of the screen for racing games because it's so much more useful being able to see around you, or have the Gran Turismo Sport radar system or the Assetto Corsa radar system. That actually is very good as well. I don't know if there's going to be a vehicle to the inside. There was not. Let's try and not miss any important bits around the lap. Points wise, not looking great for us. It was looking better when I was, you know, fighting for the podium spots, that's for sure. Big jump up to this top part again. Mercedes is dealing with all of the bumps and the jumps quite nicely. It seems pretty good over here. It's not quite got perhaps the grip of some of the vehicles. It seems like it's okay in terms of straight line speed. It's not going to have the power of some of the trucks, but it's also going to be lighter. So we have got that going for us. Zipper's Mars out in front. I'm not sure what vehicle they were driving in all of this. Ahead of us, I believe, is the Colorado. I know they can be pretty bloody fast. I've built one myself in the past. They have worked, certainly. That is catching the group. Actually, no, it has caught the group. It's already passed one of the Porsches. Can we catch the Porsche? I mean, if we hadn't missed that checkpoint, I feel like... we didn't miss the checkpoint, so if we hadn't hit the wall, I feel like we could have maybe got at least 5th. And that would put us within one position of being enough. We're going to kind of hope for a mistake, really. We need a mistake to go on up ahead if I'm going to stand a chance. That was too aggressive on the jump. Oh, this is gone. Oh, no, didn't mean to do that. I can't, no. I don't actually know what to do from this point other than just miss the checkpoint. Oh, wait, can we get back on here? Oh, we can actually do... Okay, it doesn't completely screw you over. Well, it does screw you over. Yeah, that was me being way, way too aggressive on the jump. I was trying to get it across to the left so you could get a nice run through the section. However, I got it too far to the left. I didn't actually know you could do that on that part of the track. Again, that's showing some of the inexperience around this circuit. Stevie Audi's climbed up to 7th from... Oh, I presume maybe a missed checkpoint at the start because that started on the front row and then fell back. So, it's not been a good race. It happens sometimes. You just have one of those really, really awful races, and this is that one for me. And we're on a very funky line down there. Okay, well, we are going to have to try and fight our way with the Sierra up towards the jump. There's a big problem for one of the blue team cars there. That's a taxi. It's gone for an almighty flip. Can we sneak some positions down here? We're going to have cars landing near us. We're going to try and push Stevie through. If we can keep our position here, we might actually somehow, astonishingly, make this work for red team. Why is my car going backwards? AI, don't do that. I think somehow, in all of that, despite it being one of the worst races I think I've driven in a long time, red team snuck a victory. We got the second and the third that was needed, and then me and Stevie managed to beat the Sierra and the taxi that we were battling with. It did the trick. It was bad, but it worked. So, we move next to the Tarnhouse Scramble. A fun dirt circuit. One of the more commonly used tracks that we have. A little bit of tarmac that we run sort of up the hill section, but yeah, predominantly dirt. I think the tarmac bit will be covered in snow, if I remember correctly as well. We have a nice spot on the grid. Fingers crossed this should work fairly well for my vehicle. I don't know. I'm not sure, but we are going to have a good try at this one. See what the Mercedes can do in a hopefully better environment. She knows off the start line. That doesn't really help matters. Okay, so we know we're not perhaps quite going to have the grip as some vehicles in, let's say, some of these corners. We have good grip, but yeah, I've got to be a bit aware the Typhoon is a lot grippier than I am as well. That's a concern. Can we do... Oh, got to be careful, the rolling through there. Thankfully, the Typhoon is going to have a fight with an Audi, and we're going to just kind of sneak around as best as we can here on the outside. Going to make this outside bit work. Okay, fourth gear was where it was needed. Audi is to the extreme outside. Oh, did our Typhoon get the checkpoint? I do not know. It did, but only just. We'll battle with the other estate car in the field. I think there are only 2 estate cars in the field. We'll hopefully get past our teammate. Who's faster at a straight line? I should think the Mercedes. I hope the Mercedes, because that Audi is going to be considerably lighter. Just from standard, the Audi is considerably lighter, so I hope we're faster. Now, we need to get into the fight here. We've got to look out for the trophy truck. Okay, yeah, well, that thing there is definitely quick. It's made its way up from the back of the field to the mid-pack already. Can we get... Oh, I don't know where I can put my vehicle. I feel like my gearbox isn't quite right, but I'm not sure what I want from it to make it work. We're going to be stuck on the rear bumper of the Ford for all of that, and now I'm a little bit out of position. Oh, God, I've got vehicles every which way. There goes the big truck. I don't know where... There was a car around some point. I don't know where it's gone. Truck's looking to the outside. I'm not going to worry too much about the truck. I feel like there's nothing I can do about that trophy truck at the moment, or whatever the damn thing's called. I can't remember. We should be able to get the seat. I feel like we can maybe have a good run, a good chance at passing the Sierra somewhere here. Outside at the final corner is bravery, but we're going to give it a try. Don't hit the wall on the outside. We are through. Puts us up to 5th. Can we catch Cherokee and the... I think, was it McCann? Oh, no. The Colorado made a mistake in the first corner. Well, I mean, we're up to 4th now, but blue team have a 1-2-3. That is bad news for us. It's unfortunate. I mean, it happens. We've all missed checkpoints. It's nothing worse than when you are leading the race and just get it out of shape and end up missing a checkpoint. we got it out of shape in 4th, and we're going to be side by side with the Audi. I don't think any of us have really got the pace to go after that top group here. This track definitely not working for my vehicle. I feel like you either got to have ludicrous... Oh god, if you have speed, that thing has got a lot of speed, that Typhoon. You either got to have kind of ludicrous speed or lots and lots of grip to make it work around here, and I'm kind of in the middle. I haven't really got ludicrous speed, haven't really got the grip, so we're just kind of stuck, not really going anywhere. Unless there is a miracle, we're not going to be making a surprise comeback this time around. The miracle, I think, would have to be a blue car missing a checkpoint, because at 1, 2, 3 you can't beat them. There's no combination of points that'll work that will have a 1, 2, 3 beaten. So we would have to either get we have to get somebody up there to mix it up and hope to score as many points elsewhere as we could. That's not the right line through there either. We can lean on it a bit more. I'm not quite gelling with this Merc at the moment. Sometimes that happens with cars. It can be very difficult to not very difficult, but sometimes you just can't quite get a car to work. I feel like there's some speed in this, but can't always make the most of it. Look. Now, we are fighting quite hard for position here amongst teammates and everything, and I know sensibly we would, say not. However, there's a huge gap to the vehicles ahead which we're not catching in a lap. So we're kind of just fighting for honour, and the points gap for the leaderboard is massive. So yeah, we're going to fight quite hard for position in this one. I was saying, well, I lost sight of where the truck went, and trying to figure out. It seems like the Typhoon seems very quick but inconsistent in terms of its speed. Can we get the change of direction right through here? This time around we do much better for the Mercedes. Not quite going to be close enough to have a look here though. We know that the outside line here is good. Might be a little too far outside for me. The truck though really struggles on the... Oh, you missed the checkpoint on the inside. Well, yeah, that is the downside of taking that super tight line. If you get it wrong, you are going to be in trouble. We're going to come home. It was a good battle for 4th. It was a good battle for 4th. Thankfully, that missed checkpoint doesn't really affect much. It means we lose. Well, we lose the battle and we lose a little bit of points. Stevie, I think, may have missed a checkpoint as well because they were right behind us and just realised that was well down the leaderboard. Well, we might have won for Red Team, but yeah, that race did not quite go to plan. We move next to the Riverbank cross-country circuit. A fun little track, this one. It kind of drives around Broadway. A couple of big jumps to watch out for. A little water section as well. I suspect the Ford rally truck, whichever, I can't remember what type of truck it. That's probably going to be very quick here. Quite a fast circuit, this one. I shouldn't be too bad. We start on pole, which is nice. Hopefully we can have a clean race and we can keep ourselves out of trouble, and yeah, we will see what happens. Minimal missing checkpoints would be good. Actually not a bad start for the Merc. We will take the lead off the line and try and hold on to it. So the taxi, well, the taxi has apparently got lots of straight line speed, but it's struggled elsewhere. Who knows whether it is going to work around this one. Oh, that's a horrible landing for me. There is a Porsche to our inside. That's quite a tight line for Porsche. It can still carry enough speed on the exit by the looks of it. It's a big sideways moment for the taxi. We've got another Porsche. That's our team's Porsche that we're battling with here. Then there is the big Ford that's turned up. Can we... Yeah, we're going to change the direction there. Through the hedgerows and so on we go. And I tried to turn in the back end, which is having absolutely none of it. It's a more oversteery vehicle than I expected. We have been pushed into the floor. And I didn't mean to, they just carried way more speed onto that jump and landed on top of my car on the landing. There's nothing they could really done about that one. Oh, and there is a Porsche that's got into trouble. I wonder, maybe hit the building and stopped dead. I don't know if how you could miss that checkpoint down there unless you hit the building. We will get another big shove from behind. That thing is so much quicker down the straight. They will get stacked up through there. Right, just going to go around the outside. Let the trophy truck go and do its thing. It's going to clear everybody. Oh, it found a gap to land in that time. I mean, it's spectacular. There is no doubt about that one. It is incredibly spectacular. The Jeep is struggling a little bit for straight line speed. That's something we can overtake here. Points are mighty close, actually. Oh no! Typhoon has got into trouble. Not quite sure what happened with that. Almost like a controller disconnect or something. Just stopped going. We will try and fight off. Oh, Jeep, but I get that corner all manners of wrong. Nope, definitely not quite learnt with this just yet. We know the Jeep's going to be alongside through here. Neither of us are jumping far enough to clear that, sadly. Not sadly for me. Oh, we tried to go underneath. The Jeep expected us to kind of do that. Well, I'd hoped it might have worked a little bit better. Sadly, it didn't. Yeah, I think like the gear ratios are not quite right. I'm not quite sure what I want from them. I just never seem to quite be in the right place in any gear. That's how it goes, apparently, with this one. I feel like there is... Whoa, behave yourself, Merc. I feel like there's a half-decent car in here somewhere. Certainly not this build. This build is not quite right, certainly for at least what we're doing. We've got... Oh, the Typhoon is back. Working again. I mean, if we can get past... If we can get past the Jeep, we would get the victory. Or if the Typhoon can do it even. All we've got to do is get one place here. Although that does rely on there being a 1-2 at the front, and we know that the trophy truck thing is arriving with a lot of speed. So to help protect against that, if both of us can pass speedbeats, but this is like a really busy race. There is a lot going on. I have a feeling Zipper is landing on a lot of vehicles in pursuit of this one. So. I mean, that's not that they're wrong, that's just the way that vehicle is built and the way this track is. They're just carrying so much more speed over these jumps than everybody else. Oh, we're going to get a little bit wide through there. Over the jump we go now. There's going to be a Typhoon to the inside. Hopefully it'll get the checkpoint. It does. Be slow on the exit. Oh, bugger. So we're going to have to hope that Proto can hold on to the lead. Well, if Proto loses it, we're out of places we can gain unless something happens further back, I guess. We've got to really not fight ourselves into attrition here, which is difficult to do. Oh no, we're gonna have. We're hoping for positional gains further up. Oh, the Cherokee's here as well. This is going to be an absolutely manic final lap, I think. It could go either way. There's so many different battles that are critical to which side is going to win this adventure. See, we might only be battling over 7th. Oh, that turned all sorts of wrong. Because I was actually way too close to the back of the Typhoon, pretty much. It's actually carrying good speed, surprisingly, in all of that. Where is the Typhoon? Typhoon is alongside. We're across the line. We are actually 100 points to the good here. Can we box out the Jeep? It's going to try and outrun us to the line. Oh, we're going to hold on to it just. Oh, that was absolutely manic. I mean, the fact that we got 11th is so important in that one. The fact that, yeah, we managed to hold on to, or get that 11th at the end, so very important. I think we would have got it regardless, because we are 100 points clear, but much more comfortable. The mad battle for 6th. Mad battle's further up. Sadly, we didn't quite see it. Well done to Proto for managing to get the win in the ZR2. Oh, bloody hell. We head next to the Quarry cross-country circuit. This is a fast track. There are a couple of very nasty corners. Ooh, I'm all the way at the back. That's not fun. Yeah, a couple of nasty corners. The uphill section. It's kind of after the start line is a nasty turn. Easy to miss checkpoints around this one, and there is the very big jump heading towards the finish line. That has scuppered many a race around here. Oh, we're not going to be the worst vehicle. I feel like we're probably going to be in that sort of 4th, 5th position. Squabble once again. We'll do what we can, not helped by the position on the start line. I think the Ford is dropping to the back for a... I think that truck may well be the one to beat. It may well be much faster than the rest of us for this stuff. And one thing, a bit of a challenge is going to the back to kind of work way forward. That's fair enough. We're out very wide up here. Not the line to take for all of that one, that's for sure. Getting a little bit crowded now. The Typhoon is likely to be quite fast here. We've seen that's had crazy acceleration and good top speed. This is the corner that I'd take differently, although I'm not going to be taking it differently this time because I've got massive amount of airtime. But yeah, I'll take a slightly different line through there to some of the cars. It's really easy for everyone to get caught up. Oh, I think someone got debris. Oh, almost got pushed past the checkpoint. Me and the Typhoon are going to go side by side across this jump. Did get the checkpoint even though I was a long way out of position. I'm pretty sure I saw headlights. Pretty sure I was at 90 degrees to our left. Didn't really see what happened. I think the truck had an issue on the jump. The Ford there. Not going to worry about it. Not much I can do about it at this moment in time. Just keep foot down on the run through here. So you head up the hill. We'll jump on the brakes. Ford is going to cut back underneath and it's going to get better acceleration. That will be passed. Haven't looked at the points, don't know how we're doing. We're doing good, but Zipper's going to go blasting up through the pack, I suspect. So we're going to need some points somewhere. The taxis come relatively good, actually, around these more powerful, power-based circuit side. That thing's obviously got a lot of straight-line speed. We'll try and set up for a nice run across the jump. Ooh, I hate the jump. It's so easy to get in a lot of trouble on that section. It's so easy. Oh, wait, hold on. Taxi's behind us. What's happened there? Missed checkpoint or rolled on the jump landing, I would imagine. The Typhoon got into trouble. I lost sight of where that went. Did it try to go for the jump and miss it and end up taking it as like a split ramp, maybe? It wouldn't be the first vehicle to have crashed off of a ramp in that manner at some point during one of these, but it's been a while since we have seen such adventures. Up at the front, it is the McCann, Blue Team's McCann, that is leading the way. We then, oh no, it's now just being, oh, it's missed a checkpoint. There's another missed checkpoint. We knew this track. There was always a danger. There's always a difficulty with this one. Can be a problematic. Especially the Ford, actually, up ahead had some real issues with the landing of the jump. Typically, I did as well, which has let the taxi through. I should be better than the taxi at the jump landings, but apparently not. Yeah, so the Colorado leads with the our McCann now up into second, the F-150 third. We're battling with the taxi over this fourth position, which we might still get. So we really outturn the taxi. The taxi out-accelerates us, so we're going to have to hope for, well, opportunities up here, for an example. This is going to be a good chance to pass it with the taxi going left into a right-hander. I'll take that one, thank you. What could we do with one lap to go? Just don't miss a checkpoint, really, is going to be what we can do. Something happened to our McCann. I think it might have jumped maybe onto the wrong part of the quarry. It might have actually jumped to the higher level for the landing there, which is definitely not what you want. We somehow worked our way into a bloody podium spot. I don't know how we've done that. There is no way we should have managed this one with this Mercedes. I mean, the Ford is actually not... I mean, it got past us. It's not actually buggered off into the distance as much as I thought it would. The Colorado has been mighty quick around here. The line I take up here is a slightly tighter line than some of the vehicles I have seen. Oh, Ford's gone very wide through there. Not quite where I wanted to go, which can sometimes get me in trouble with other vehicles, but nothing else around at the moment. No such issues for me. Right, maybe third, not third on the landing. Fourth would have been the gear we wanted. It's gonna be a podium for the Mercedes! Somehow, I don't quite know how, we are going to put the Mercedes on the... Well, I do know how. A bunch of vehicles had trouble and I didn't. Fourth goes to the taxi. We had a good battle with that taxi. A good ebb and flow battle on that one. Points are super close. We definitely need to secure that 9th and 11th in all of this. I think we're going to secure... We should get the 11th because the Porsche was having a horrid time here. Oh, I think that means Red Team take the victory, the overall victory as well. It's been a hard fought-for battle, though. That much is for sure. So, we head onto our final race, the North City Cross Country Circuit. An interesting track, this one. Unlike the other tracks that we have run today, a fair bit more tarmac to contend with. It's a more normal circuit. Of the cross-country circuits that are in the game, this one is, I guess, the closest to a traditional dirt circuit, if you like. Could my Mercedes be good here? Sure. I don't know. I feel like my car's it's not really fast enough in a straight line or really good enough handling to be good at either, and it gets beaten by a fair few things, but maybe this being a weird track is going to be what makes it work. Sometimes, as I said, we've seen it many times before with varying vehicles, sometimes a car comes good at a track you just don't expect. Oh, okay, needed to brake a bit earlier there. We're still in ghosty mode at the moment. Oh, hello. As I was pinging out of ghosty mode, Stevie's got in trouble on that inside. The taxi's going to be brutally fast accelerating, we know, but we also then know it doesn't really like twistier sections that you get around here. This hill is not going to be fun for the vehicle's light on power. Mine is not light on power. You know, it's difficult to say 600 horsepower is little power, but compared to some of the stuff it's going up against, it probably is 800 or 900 horsepower, not that unreasonable in this class. Everyone goes for the sneaky alternate line. Yeah, I like that line myself. Oh, that was very close to the wall. And the reason why you do that is you get a better line. You're basically setting it up to get a better line through the chicane. You also avoid the debris, the benches, because the benches on that section are notorious for losing you all of your momentum. Very annoying bits of street furniture, so that is why you'll see vehicles swing out wide and take that approach there. Whoop! Underneath the lamppost. Probably caught it on the plethora of roof boxes and stuff up there, but never mind. Hard on the brake. Okay, that corner there is way tighter. I'm not used to this track, I shall be perfectly honest with you, and I'm overdriving the crap out of the Mercedes, and I really shouldn't be. But we will have to wait and see on this. Let's look at the understeer. From me is quite bad. The taxi also having massive problems. We're surrounded by, we're in a McCann sandwich at the moment with first and fourth place. I want to get past the taxi because we have to do that other twisty bits. I much prefer going this way around the monument. It gets us a bit better line through here. Oh, too much understeer from me there. We'll follow these two, because if they can clear the debris for me, that would be great. My vehicle is quick, but if somebody, my vehicle's got good power, but if someone else can pump the debris out of the way, I'm happy. You see the taxi there gets screwed by the debris as well. So even with these, 600-800 horsepower monsters, they're still going to get affected by the street furniture. Oh, I think the taxi may have missed the checkpoint on there. The slight downside I have driving on the bonnet view, having not driven on this for a long time, is God's sake, I thought I was braking earlier. In fact, we've all done it. The car ahead of me did exactly the same. The car behind did exactly the same. But as I say, I thought I was clear of the taxi. I might have actually ended up inadvertently squeezing it, but I'm not sure on that one. I apologise if I did. Yeah, we've suddenly changed the whole view. I haven't driven on this game ever, really. I tend to stick with the third person with the Horizon, especially on these sort of events. When you've got vehicles all over the place, it's easier to keep track of. In a real car, you'd have mirrors and stuff, but of course, you don't have that in Horizon 4. So, yeah, a lot different experience all of a sudden. Perhaps should have been aware of it. However, we've got the Mercedes working quite well here. I'm surprised we're up here battling with the two Porsche SUVs. We're going to be wonky over there. Thankfully, we're far enough away. We're not getting affected. Now, there is the pseudo catch-up mechanic, and it's only a light bit, but because whoever is first is clearing the debris as they go through, I very nearly missed that checkpoint. But yeah, the vehicle in first is clearing the debris. They do actually get slowed down a little bit. It's not a huge amount, but it is a smidge, and this circuit is one of the worst for debris slowing down the lead car. I completely messed up the final quarter anyway, so it didn't really matter. Nope, still not got it right. Nobody's got it right there. That's how I thought, right, we'll be early on the brakes, but no, that quarter is deceptively nasty. Merc. Could we throw up one of the biggest surprises? No, not if I do that. Jeez. What did I hit? Whatever it was, my car hated it. There goes that can. It's got a long side. Bugger. Come on. Not got the power up the hill here. We're going to have to be brave. We're going to have to be brave. Somewhere. Damn it. Oh, God, the McCann looks quite twitchy as well, you know. We've been quite quick through here. Not this time around. Not this time around, sadly. McCann has pulled a gap on us. I'm annoyed. It's been a bad final lap for me, really. Yeah, we're not going to be close enough to do anything. Don't know whether I wanted 5th or 4th really down here. In fact, our lead vehicle is in a little spot of bother. It's on a funky line. Did you miss the checkpoint? If you haven't missed a checkpoint, I don't know how it's going to be side by side for the McCanns across the line. How that thing didn't miss a checkpoint? It must be the Forza desync going on. Slightly, it would go to blue team. In the end, bugger. I mean, points-wise, are still very, very good for us. That track worked really well for our vehicles. I was in the fight, a little bit of a scruffy final lap, and with the blue team's McCann released, it actually went and snuck a victory at the end. If I'd had a better final lap, maybe we could have got the Merc onto the top spot. However, yeah, the Mercedes actually worked, and that was more of a legit podium. Wasn't so many vehicles falling out of checkpoints. We actually had some pace around that track. As I said, sometimes cars work places you don't always expect them to. Oh, well, there we go. Red team will take victory. It's been a hard fought for adventure, this one. Some very, very close rounds. The Mercedes was okay. It could kind of work. I feel like there's a way to make that work. I'm not quite sure I'm not quite sure I got it working, but it could have also been a lot worse. So there we go. Kind of came good at the end. It certainly got a lot better than the first race. That, though, is going to be it for this video. If you'd like to sign up to take part in the next one, you can via our Discord. There'll be a link in the description. Find the Versus the Community sign up section, and you can register to take part in there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.